Well, welcome to Studio 33 AD. And now we have our mystery guest. For those of you who have been coming to our daily masses, you've seen some folks who have now introduced themselves dressed quite stylishly in the black cassocks and the white surplice. So we have some new old faces. So let's turn it over now to our mystery man who just this morning helped serving Mass. Can you introduce yourself now to the folks here at the Cathedral of St. John the Evangelist?
Hi everybody, I am Ian Willnerd. I am a seminarian for the Diocese of Boise. My home parish is here at the Cathedral. I have lived in Boise all 19 years of my life. The seminary I'm attending is Bishop White Seminary in Spokane, Washington. I am a student at Gonzaga University, where we get our education at Bishop White, getting a degree in philosophy and classical civilizations.
Okay, so you say right now that you're actually attending Gonzaga.
Yes.
All right, so that's where the bulk of your coursework comes from?
Yes. So Bishop White works with Gonzaga University to form the men studying for priesthood. So essentially, our education comes from Gonzaga. Everything else comes from the seminary. So we take classes over there and get, our philosophy degree, which is required. But then other parts of formation, our spiritual formation, forming us into the men that the diocese and the church wants priests to be, comes from the seminary itself. So our liturgies, our prayer, it's all at the seminary, and then we walk literally across the street to take classes.
Okay. And this is your first year in the seminary?
First year in the seminary, second year at Gonzaga.
Gonzaga.
Yes.
All right, so you were already up at Gonzaga?
Yes.
You were already attending. So I guess you looked across the street and wondered, what are they doing in there? I want to get me some of that.
Well, sort of. I was discerning my senior year of high school, and I hadn't been discerning for that long. And I was going to apply to Gonzaga anyways. So talking with Father Vogel, I got accepted to Gonzaga, and I got a scholarship. And I was leaning towards seminary anyways, but I wasn't ready to make that jump. We decided, why don't I just go there my freshman year? I can spend time over at Bishop White, and go to Mass there and see what I think, and sort of have more proximate discernment. And I got up there, and within 2 months I was like, yeah, I think I'll apply. So that entire freshman year at Gonzaga, most of it I was moving towards being a seminarian. So
you said about making that transition. Mm-hmm. What is there a particular moment in your case, or was it a gradual transformation? What got you to sign on to make this switch?
I mean, I think one of the biggest draws to seminary, outside of the fact that you feel called to the priesthood, because if you don't feel called to the priesthood, no one really ends up there. But one of the biggest draws is being in a community of young men who take their faith seriously. I was just talking to a guy that left at this semester, and that was his biggest takeaway. He's like, I'm really going to miss being in a community with a group of guys my age who take their faith seriously, because unfortunately, that's very rare these days. So that was one of the draws. The other thing is I did feel called to the priesthood, and I felt like that's where God was moving me in my life.
Oh, very good. From the seminary, now it is Christmas break. So how does that work for your community? Does everyone go home, or are you assigned to go a particular place? How's this work?
So it depends on the diocese, but what's important, I guess, to understand, so the seminary closes, all the guys are told to come home, and then different dioceses do different things with their guys. Here in the Diocese of Boise, we're basically told to go home and spend time with our families and spend time at our parishes, it's a good opportunity. I really like being home, because being home gives a different purpose to why you're in seminary. Because when you're there, especially during COVID, we're kind of cooped up, we're cramped up, we're together, but we're ultimately a priest is going to be someone who's in the world, taking care of their sheep, and we don't even get to see the sheep. We're just so insular. So it's really nice to be home and to be part of a parish again, and get to talk to people who hopefully one day I'll be serving.
Okay. When you started in the seminary, was there a particular element that you found surprising? Be that a pleasant surprise or a challenge?
How noisy it is in the hallways. Even late at night, people are screaming at each other in a good way. There's no real fights, but there's a lot of commotion going on. People will, right now during COVID, when the gyms are closed, people will be doing workouts in the hallways. So there is so much going on, and there's no place to hide. You know, we all have roommates, so there's no locking your door and hiding from other people. It's like 24 hours a day, like social interaction, except when you're in the chapel, which is good and bad. Especially during COVID, it seems like a blessing, because at Bishop White, we've kind of become a house of 29, so we don't have to do the mask or social distance in the house. We do that stuff when we leave. But you're in a group, a good community, and you get to be with other people, and so many people are lacking that right now. It's really a blessing.
Wow, very good. So during this Christmas break, you're going to be helping here in capacity at the Cathedral. So what's your role here at the Cathedral? To step in, to pick up where Father Mariusz leaves off? Are you going to expand that role, since this is actually the bishop's church? I mean, how extensive is your role going to be here at the Cathedral?
Imagine how low you can go in service and then go lower. No.
There you go, a test of humility.
Yeah,
Very
exactly.
good.
Well, the challenge of seminary is the fact that a seminarian has really high responsibilities and really low power. You know, I have no power, but here's the deal. I'm here to serve at Mass, help with little things like filling up the candles with paraffin, and you know.
That's the oil.
Yeah, the oil. Yes.
That's a reveal, actually. Not everyone necessarily in our parish knows that. So thanks for the behind the scenes. They're not actual candles, right? They run with a form of oil that's called
paraffin.
Paraffin.
There you go.
Boy, the things you learn in the seminary.
Exactly. And sometimes, you know, I'll do other little things. I've been told to sweep things up before. So really the lowest of the low. But it's such a blessing, because anyway, I get to serve the people. I feel super lucky. So whether it's, you know, coming in early to fill candles with oil, or sweeping up after Mass, or cleaning up a mess, it's really all a blessing. So
very good. Do you do something similar at the seminary? Or is there a rotation where the seminarians participate?
We all have. There's two different rotations. There's liturgical roles, so we rotate altar serving or reading, things like that, and then we rotate our house jobs, which every Saturday morning after breakfast, everyone goes out and does different things around the house. So some people will be vacuuming hallways, some people will be mopping stuff up. The whole semester I was on outside, so I did yard work for 4 months every Saturday, raked a lot of leaves. My brother, Seminarian Carter, was with me for some of it. And I originally volunteered for outside the first Saturday, because I thought it'd be nice. It was August, you know, I want to be outside. It's 90 degrees. It's lovely. Well, the joke was on me when I was December and I was still raking leaves. So
Boise, the city of trees.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it's great to have you back, and even greater, not just for the cathedral, but for our diocese that you're considering maybe to become a priest. So we want to thank you for coming in, and thank you for, well, considering this. It's no big secret, right, that as a church, we're looking for a few good men. So we want to wish you well, and have a great Christmas.
All right.
Anything you want to say to our folks at home as a sign-off?
Please remember me in your prayers, and I remember the parishioners and the people of our diocese in mind. Thank you. God bless.